Assalamualaikum and very good evening. My name is Muhammad Nazir bin Wazwan, matric number 256640. So hello to my lecturer, Madam Razak, and to my fellow friend. So today I will be presenting about my field testing report regarding to my project, which is descriptive phonetic of organic kitchen gardener focused on health and on Facebook. So for now, I can conclude on this in this video about a few things that already been done in the testing phase. So shall we continue? So I want to highlight about the first thing that need to be sure in this field testing report. So about the respondent or the participant. So this is the most important thing in the field testing. Without the participant, there will be no feedback from the user if they have no good interaction between user and the website. So for now, I've already done. Okay, so next we can focus on evaluation method. So I'm picking the best alternative way to collect this information or data. So it maybe helps my project to gain those information in a perfect method and very effective. So the type of evaluation, as you can see here, I focus on three things, which is intuitive design, which is nearly effortless understanding of the architecture and the navigation of the website itself. Next is the ease of learning. It is how fast a user who has never seen the interface can use the website easily when they're using it. So that's one of the ease of use of learning. So next is the final evaluation, which is we test about the participant subjective satisfaction. So satisfaction is the important things in testing. So in this we will know if the user or the participant is satisfied using the website. So the objective of this evaluation is we target 4 things inside it, which is first we want the website to be one program relevance, which is it's not too sketchy, it's not too general, but it's relevance for the user which need to, in the future they want to search for information about organic kitchen gardening. So I think this is a very good platform for them. So I can say the relevance of this feature in the website would help the people in the future. So next we focus on the effectiveness. So we want to make sure that the website is really effective and help the user a lot in case of the information and also the function inside the website, such as viewing the article or searching for some statistical data, and also maybe want to give some comments or idea regarding to the article. So the third thing is focus on efficiency. So on efficiency, we want to make sure the website is very efficient. There will be no such thing of errors happen, and user exploring the website, because that will be show to the user there will be negative side effect from the user when they're using the website. So we didn't want that to happen. So lastly, we want to target about our sustainability. So we want to make sure this website going from day one to whenever, means the website is very sustainable, can use from day to day to day to day. But we want to make sure from day to day the website will be upgrade from one things to the other things. So that is one of the things we should see for the times later. So next is the important things in the phase testing phase, which is the participant. So selecting the participant number is the most important thing in this phase testing report, because without the enough number of the participant, we will be fail to accomplish the targets of the testing. So the point of this examination was to distinguish the element analysis to see how powerful the enlistment of participants to join and to follow all the way of the tasks using the website. So as you can see here, I already selected 37 number of participants above than my actual target, which is 30%. So you can see that the more of the number of participants above our range of numbers. So next, for the gender, I consist of both gender, which is male and female. And then for the age, I set the range starting from 18 years old to 46 and above, I guess. For 46 and above. So in this range, because I think the organic information or organic related things is more usual to this range of age rather than child or teenagers. So I can say 18 to 46 is more to adult and old generation. So I think this age of people is more relevant to the title of the organic related things. So how do I recruit these 37 participants? First is by sending messages or text, especially using WhatsApp, because WhatsApp is very particular at this time. People are always using WhatsApp in all kind of things. So I spam all the message. So I want people to try the website and give a feedback after they're using it. And second, I approaching the participant face to face. This is by random picking. So at the time I was stranded at UM about 50 days. So I was using that time to pick some of these participants to test out the project using my own laptop, my own computer. So they will be test the actual website using my computer and give the feedback later on through my questionnaire on my Google form. So that was I can say the entirely of the recruiting participant process, and also the flow of the testing task. So next is how did I conduct the testing. So this testing, so give a short brief about testing. Testing is the process of evaluating a system or its components to ensure that testing is executing a system in order to identify if there is any gaps or any missing requirements regarding to the programs or website. So from that, you can ask the question, how do I conduct it? I use questionnaire as a tool for me to gather the information. So questionnaire is my medium of gathering and collecting those information, and I think collecting the information, then gather the information. So there are five stages. Engage with the advancement of questionnaire. So the first is I choose the data required. So after the participant give their answers, next is characterize the objective respondent. Third is pick the method of reaching your target respondent. Fourth is settle on question content. After settle it by closing the questionnaire form, so no more participant after 37 participant. So lastly, I build up the lifestyle structure with statistic studies. So next we can go to the result. So from first question we can see here is professionalism. So I made it two groups. First group is organic enthusiasts, next is amateur organic user. So you can see here 30 out of 37 the participant choose to answer amateur because I can see which is my target is university students. I think they were not really professional in this organic matters. I think they're familiar with organic, so we can move to that later with the other question. So you can see the percentage. There's a big margin between these two groups. So next question is about gender. So gender, we can see more females than males, which is 22 above 15 from the male and 22 for the female. So you can see small margin 59.5 for female and male is 40.5. So this explains me that female tend to be more interested. I think because female have their characteristic on learning to nature rather than male, because male is more specifically focused on technology nowadays rather than female. So that is the age of group. Set it to 5 groups, starting from 18 to over 46, like just now from the briefing. So you can see here the highest number is between 23 to 27 years old with the margin of 45.9%. So as you can see from my earlier briefing about my face-to-face interaction between the participants, so I guess this graph is answer to the recruitment of the participant just now. So next question, I asked the participant how do they often use the internet. So I guess internet is really relevant nowadays, so every day have to use internet, or not if not live, or you have to stay behind like the old person. So I guess internet is really advanced this day. So you can see most of the participant answer it using daily, because I don't know if you can use the regularly or you cannot use the internet, because nowadays you have to use the internet. How many next the question is asking about how many numbers set of user use set of username and password. This we know because we have a lot of accounts of who knows website or social media or less, so we need a very good amount of username or password which is very strong. So most of it answer between 2 or less, or 3 or 9. I think that's 9 is the maximum number, because I don't think people can memorize their username or password to use their daily use website or social media. But I think that is necessary because it can be used as a security measure. So next question is about, I asked the participant if they heard about organic kitchen garden before. So I can see 18 participants answer no, 14 answer yes, and 5 participants answering not sure. I think this because like I said just now, maybe students has not heard about organic relevant or organic related things. Maybe they heard about organic food, like they used to go to supermarket, but they're not into the organic information such thing as that. So I can say they're not fully paying attention to it. They just knew about it, they just have heard about it, but they're not give full attention to organic. So next is, I asked them if they practice organic nutrition in everyday life. So from the above question, we can conclude that participants will answer no. So as the majority is 22 participants, I think they're not practice organic nutrition, because this is explained by the fact that product from the organic is very expensive and very hard to get. So I think that would be one reason why they do not practice any nutrition in their daily life. So next question is, I asked them if they prefer browsing the website using computer or smartphone. So this is basic question, because I think because the answer here is 21 for the smartphone, because I think smartphone is very light to carry and fast to surf the internet rather than the computer. So computer is very heavy, you need time to switch on, then surf the internet, takes time. But with your smartphone, it's very fast and efficient. So I think that's why many choose using smartphone. So next, is the participant satisfied with the ease of completing all of these tasks for this field testing? Most of the answered neutral and agree, because I think this task is very straightforward. So user participant will sign in, surf the web, search for information, give some comments, then log out. I think that's a very complex, very straightforward process for the participant to use the website. So I guess this shows their reaction. So next, is the participant satisfied with the amount of time to complete this task? So you can see most of it from the positive side, because like I said just now, it's very straightforward, very like basic things when you go to the internet to search for information. So I think that's the amount of time that people need to search for information. I think not take that long if the information is very specific or detailed. That may be took a lot of time than the basic search of information. So next question, I asked them if they find this website meaningful. So you can see the most participant answered agree. So I can say because from then the person who haven't heard about organic garden kitchen, they did not expose very well to this organic method. So I think this website do help them in regarding to give them the information that some people will need them, some people will not, but organic methods is really providing you a best lifestyle, best nutrition lifestyle especially. So I think that is why they find this website meaningful for them, because this website providing them information. So next is the participant find the content on the website are relevant. So you can see most of it answer it neutral and followed by agree. So I think, like I said just now, not all of the user understand what is in the website, especially things that complicated regarding to the organic related. So I guess that is why most of it found it neutral on finding the content is very relevant for them. Next question is they find the website help them? So same, maybe 18 over 15. So most of it from the neutral group. So I think will help them in the future, I guess. Maybe not now because they will expose from that time with zero knowledge about organic kitchen garden, but maybe they need them in the future. Maybe they want to cook some nutrition food or planting some things on their backyard. So maybe they need this information later. Who knows? So next, if they can search the content they was looking for. So most of it is agree about 22 participants. So as before the task begin, I explained to them so what this website is all about. So I say this website providing them information about organic kitchen garden which they never heard before, or they never heard, or never seen before. So from the task begin, after the task is start, they can search the content that I've told them before they starting to use the website. So I guess 23% agree with what I was giving to them. So next, if the participant can accomplish tasks faster than usual, so 19 participants as neutral. Maybe that's on whether they want to find something that they need, I guess. If the person want to find the type of plant he want to plant behind his or her house, I guess that thing is not included in the website, so I included, or maybe somewhere else very restricted. So I guess that took their times to search for it. So that's the reason why 19 participants be neutral about accomplish the task faster than usual. So next, they find this website useful in overall. So we have a positive answer here. It's about 21 participants agree. So yes. So net expected function are available in about 17 on neutral. I guess this has been on the starting from the website. Maybe the participants are not relevant on creating a new account, a new username or password. So they will give them a lot of time to fastly go to the information. So I guess that's the mistakes that things will need to be improved. That is, are they able to follow the order of system? So you can see 20% agree. So because like I said just now, the flow of the system starting from sign up, the login, the view of the information, the articles, the search of the article, next give the comments in the article or statistics data, and lastly by logging out. So I think that's the very efficient and complex way to use the website. So next is they find it easy for them to search for specific data. From here we see 17 over 16 on neutral and agree. But for me in the website it's very straightforward. If you search for keywords or you say tree or plant, it will direct you to the links of the articles that relate the keywords of saying tree or plant. So for me that's really straightforward. I think they're searching for keywords that are not available in the website, I guess. So next is the website flexible to interact with. So participants find it very flexible because it's very straightforward, it's very simple, very easy to use, and just like a normal website, but the website is very specific on organic kitchen garden, so it's very more details than usual website. So they found the website is easy or how to use it. So yes, 23 participants answered yes, answer agree, sorry, because like I said just now, the website is very straightforward and simple. So I guess this direction of the participant towards the task of using the website. So next, I can use the website successfully every time. So 17 answer the most participant. So I guess this has been the problem with the website, because from that time I make a face-to-face face-to-face interaction between the participants. So they're using my own laptop, which has been occur some database problems or some glitch happen on the website. So from the spreading the links to people out of EUM, so you can search that the web hosting from my website is having a bit problem for the database also to reach the database from my hosting to the actual website. So I guess that we have a few disagree from this session. So next is the participants satisfied using the website. So 22% say agree. So I guess this can conclude from all of previous question. So more of it to the positive side rather than the negative side. So next, if the participant would recommend his website to their friend, so 80% most of the participants answering agree. I think they want to expose this website to others, to all his friends or family, and that they want to learn about organic garden kitchen, but they don't know where to find it. So if this website existed, so I guess all of those people that cannot find information can use this website later on to find information or data about related to what they need. So the website works the way you want to work. So I guess the the website running smoothly. The website is wonderful and easy to use. So 20% most of the participants said they agree. So I guess because of the design of the the interactive design, the user interface, I guess it's very simple, very straightforward. So I think there was things that help them for the participant to use it easily. So that is the website only kept a single credential. Yes, it is, because we don't want any flood of credential data or username, because we want to remain it secure. We do want it, but in the future maybe we have a more secure database or very fast database, so we can expand more, so for the user can put many credentials they want in their contact information or their profile. So that is the website authenticate the user. Yes, if you go to the sign up phase, to the login phase, the login the phase. So if you put an error of information, that will not authenticate you as a user, so they will not give you an access to the website. So I guess a few participants have problem, maybe, as we can see here in the graph, and things I will improve on that more to make the authentication of the user more complex and more secure. So next is the website is secure and make their life easier. So I guess this is regarding to go to the website which is free, which is not has to be paid. So they want to search for data that is very hard to find, very restricted. So with this website existed, they will make their life more easier to search for information, rather than you have to buy books that's very pricey and you cannot afford. So they just visit this website. So they prefer to use this website. So most of it answer 24 participants that they agree. So I guess this concludes from the first question until the last question about how the user interacts with the website and how satisfied how they please to use the website. So as you can see from the last question, which is I think complete the overall of the questionnaire or the feedback from the participant. So next, so what I gained from the respondent feedbacks. So first, what I can conclude is that people nowadays are very familiar and exposed with the internet, and sometimes they know what their needs when they surf the internet, especially when getting a new information or information that's very deep inside or very restrictive. it's really hard to find. So, and later on in the future, I can provide the information through this website, and who knows, I can make it more expand, more big, and so a lot of people can more access to the website. So based on the response, I can conclude that there are 4 matters that I need to improve in this website, which is first the appearance, next is the professionalism of the website, third is the clarity, and last is the load time. So what I can conclude from this field testing phase is that user love the design interface, which is not too educational design and much more to the interactive design, which they love to explore more and learn more about organic kitchen garden. So with this website, they can access a lot of summarized information about organic kitchen garden that is only located in this particular website, rather than they going search everywhere on the internet about organic kitchen garden, which is wasteful of time and takes a lot of energy, and who knows, money costs. So with this website is provided already in front of them, so they just use it. So take example of that. If they want to search about what type of organic plant, what they want to do to implementing organic farming behind their house, and search for statistic data about people who involved in organic industry or organic related things in the internet. So I think this website already gather all of this information. So next is, so overall the result didn't show the respondent, especially low and middle age, have not fully exposure. I think maybe just low and middle, yes, have not fully exposure to organic matters. However, once they were exposed to the website, it opened their eyes to the existence of related to organic matters. Subsequently, some of these respondents or participants became interested and wanted to find out what they could do by living in an organic lifestyle. This showed a significant impact and will be intended in the future for the target audience, especially more from the elderly groups. But the target, I guess, more to the range before, the 22 until, let me get back. So I think the target is more on the 18 years old to 27, because I think that's the most ideal age, that very active, very energetic to do and learn something new. So I think that's all for me. Thank you. Assalamualaikum and goodbye.